Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to not only the best season every year in the zodiac, but what might possibly be the best two Sagittarius seasons that we will have for a long time. Actually, that's a lie. You're going to see that every Sagittarius season from now on gets progressively and exponentially better. Okay, let's get it. Welcome to your monthly peace report. This is your host, the Peace Dealer. Bow! Somebody asked me, how come you don't do the unity fingers? I need a reason. Bah! Bah, 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 bah. That's why. Because we killing shit over here. Separation and division. I'm not a peacemaker. Okay, I hate when people say, oh, we have peacemaker, or oh, you're the peacekeeper. No, bitch, I'm the peace dealer. Bah, bah. Okay, I'm not a peacemaking ass motherfucker. This is the peace dealer. We deal peace. My understanding of peace is different from the illusion of peace that they give you. Okay, peace is the clarity and truth that comes from death. That's what this is all about. That's true peace, baby. When your spirit leaves your body, that rigor mortis sets in, you in another world. You in nirvana. That's what we deal. We dead ignorance over here. We kill stupidity. Peace, bitch. Bah, bah, bah. Better understand. Okay, I'm going to do my job and break down this Sagittarius season. And first of all, before we go in, let's clap for ourselves. Stay tuned. In 2 hours, we're going to do the full moon ceremony. You do not want to miss that. Trust me. Even if you can't watch it live, make sure you catch the replay. We're going in. All right. First of all, I want to give you guys so much gratitude. If you are here right now, it is super meaningful, very meaningful. I'm so grateful that I have been honored to serve you all the way. I've learned so much from you guys, and I'm just so grateful I'm able to give it back. Everything we've really accomplished together is just the beginning, and this is 2 weeks out with the moon in Gemini into the launch of the spaceship. So we're in 2 weeks harvesting and, of course, completing the Sag transit. And in 2 weeks, we're going to blast off. 2 weeks to blast off. I'm going to talk about this during the full moon ceremony. Okay. Yawa. Oh, yeah. Alien gang, Infinity gang. Okay. Now, I want to just say we don't miss. We predicted again. A lot of the predictions I make, a lot of the intuitive gatherings I gain are not really just me. I definitely channel the collective. So I put into words a lot of what you are already picking up. Like there's certain insights you channel and pick up. And when you come watch me live, collectively, I subconsciously take that out. And that's why I say things in confirmation to you. We're giving and taking here. So remember how we discerned that the full moon in Libra eclipse was the road to warfare, and we beat the news like a week and a half to a week ahead and saying that there's going to be war. And remember how we uncovered that season 2 to season 3 of 2023 was going to be where all the good shit happens. We can go have back into the video proof to let you know that once we step into the breakthrough arc, shit is going to pop off. Remember I dropped that video. Yo, let's go. This is it, guys. This is it. We're going to talk about how epic this transit is. And as of now, you are stepping into true vision, the true meaning of everything that has set up what you're getting ready to blast off with. And first of all, call in a fire sign emoji. I'm going to mention this again during the new moon ceremony. Tell me you didn't feel that energy over the last 6 hours. The last 6 hours had me feeling wired. I feel like we collectively channeled more information in such a short amount of time than the past 6 months. Tell me you weren't channeling your fucking ass off all day today. That's because the moon was on Uranus over the past 6 hours. That's like seeing all these allegations and all these news people exposing all this shit coming out. Guys, if you've been feeling the channeling the way you guys have been channeling, this full moon in Gemini is going to exponentially accelerate this. All the moon in Taurus did was prepare you for this full moon to get ready. Get ready. This is it. Yes, I was exhausted too. I had like a fucking 45 to 1 hour and a half channeling session. I had to ask Spirit, can I fucking get my body back? I'm trying to listen to some music. I'm trying to listen to that new Busta Rhymes album. You have me out here channeling the life mysteries of the universe, borrowing my body and shit. Yo, I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one who is going through this. This shit is wild. Sagittarius season is not fucking plaguing. It's not fucking plaguing. Okay? The shit is crazy. And it's about to get even crazier. So, hide your kids, hide your wives. Shout out to the fire signs. One time for the Sagittarians. Okay, where the fire sign tribe report we're gonna do tomorrow is gonna be public for y'all. Shout out to the Sagittarians that have been just not even paying attention to other. I'm gonna snitch on y'all, Sagittarius went autopilot since June. Since June hit, Sagittarius wasn't even paying attention to you motherfuckers. They've been in autopilot. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going to say something about mutable signs that I'm not supposed to reveal, but basically, this is every Virgo right now. Every Virgo, like Diddy has the Virgo moon, Cassie has the Virgo sun. Virgos are getting attacked by the Saturn opposition. That's what's actually happening. So the Saturn opposition, this is every Virgo right now. Imagine if there's a bunch of knives and kunais being thrown at you. Every Virgo right now, and it's like, you ever see someone use a sword to block bullets? On point. On point. And the collective is confused. Like, how is one person fucking blocking everything and one man armying? You're Bruce Lee right now, even though Sag is Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is a Sag. Every Virgo right now is like Bruce Lee. Like, people are jumping Virgo, and Virgo is like Bruce Lee kicking everyone's ass. And everyone's like, what? How are they so on point? Receipt. Yes. Virgo is not playing. That's Cassie. Bitch, it's a civil suit. I'ma write a book, nigga. Yeah, you settled in less than 24 hours. Virgo is not playing. I told you. What did I tell you 2 months ago? Virgo is already writing down their death note. Like, yep, I'm Xing this motherfucker out. I told you. Okay. So, this is what every Gemini is like. Because so I showed you Virgo's relationship with the Neptune-Saturn opposition. This is Gemini's relationship with the Neptune and Saturn square. Every Gemini right now, and the only people who really see this are Sagittariuses and Pisces. This is every Gemini right now. Every Gemini right now is channeling divine truth out of nowhere, but they literally have no idea how true what they're saying is. You can tell with certain Geminis, there's a hesitation to say it like, am I just delusional? Or is this really true? You know what I'm saying? So let me give you an example. Let's say you cheated on your boyfriend or girlfriend. Yeah, you are faithful, right? But in the purpose of this like example, let's say you cheated on your boyfriend or girlfriend, or let's say you're Gemini. Let's say you're the Gemini, and your friend cheated on their boyfriend or girlfriend, right? This is every Gemini right now. They just cheated on their boyfriend or girlfriend, and the first thing they did the very next day is see you in the morning. And the very first thing Gemini tells their friend is, yo, would you ever cheat on your girlfriend if you ever wanted to? And like, now that person is like, what the fuck? What do you mean? And Gemini's just like, yeah, no, for real. Like, would you ever like do this and then say you were gonna meet your girlfriend later and then actually cheat on her and then actually do this and pretend no one knew? And now they're like, meanwhile, Gemini has no idea because the Neptune square is blocking Gemini. Gemini has no idea that the person who they're telling that to is sweating bullets. Like, is Gemini fucking with me right now? What the hell? How are you saying exactly what happened? Meanwhile, Gemini doesn't even know that the crazy shit they think is like entirely on point. And some people take advantage of it too. It's like a kid who like knows the truth, but you have to finesse me like, no, that's not true at all. Like, I wouldn't do that. No, I would never cheat. And then Gemini looks at you like, okay, yeah. And now you're like, this motherfucker, no or not. The other twin knows, yes. The other Gemini twin knows. It's just their human part doesn't know yet. Okay, cool. Now, this is what Sagittarius is. Now, I'm not supposed to. I could tell you Virgo and Gemini. I'm not supposed to tell you Sag. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sagittarius is going to cap. They're gonna lie to you. Like if you ask Sagittarius, they're gonna tell you it's a lie. They're gonna gaslight the shit out you. But I have to snitch. Sagittarius is not even here, dog. Sagittarius is not here. They're on autopilot. What you see in Sages are just clones. They left a long time ago. These motherfuckers raptured into another timeline. They're in a higher consciousness. These motherfuckers are not here. They're God level. So they can be autopilot and it's gonna look like they're cognizant and talking to you. In fact, you'll be like, oh, Sag, what did I say 2 minutes ago? And Sagittarius will be like, you were talking about this, right? And I'm like, yeah, they're not even listening to you. They're not even here. These motherfuckers are in a different world. They are not even here. The Sagittarius is typing right now, the ones that you're around, that's not them. That's their human counterpart. They set it on autopilot. All right. Sagittarius is like Gon's dad in Hunter x Hunter, just left their son and went on an adventure. Just left their fucking son. Like, yeah, that nigga will find me later. I'm about to go be one of the greatest ever. Like, they're gone. They ditched their family. They ditched their friends. That's not them. They left since 6 months ago. They're like, you niggas are weak. This shit is weak. It smell like bitch in here. You niggas are weak. I can't stand you niggas. I have to teach you niggas how not to be stupid. Went on autopilot and traveled, left you motherfuckers. Like, I'm gonna come back during my season. And now it's their season. They're back. They're finally back. So when you see Sagittariuses and they're just like, They're just like a little more groovy than usual. That's because they're back from their vacation. These motherfuckers just wanted to up and leave. Like, you niggas is soft. Can't stand you dumb niggas. Y'all stupid. They left, y'all. They're not even going to stay that long. You ever see someone show up to a party and before you can literally talk, they already bounced to another party? They're not even going to stay that long, dog. They only came back for their season. They do not fuck with y'all. Sagittarius does not fuck. They fuck with y'all less than they already didn't fuck with you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're going to see Gojo come back very briefly. Gojo's coming back very briefly. He's not going to stay. Sagittarius, I'm sorry. I had to snitch. You're my opposite sign. You motherfuckers went ghost. How you going to bail on your opposite sign? Like, Gemini's weak. That motherfucker talk too much. Fuck that motherfucker. Don't just leave us. Don't just leave us, you fucking assholes. I can't stand it. And then you want to come back and stunt and shit on everyone on your birthday. Like, I'm the best. I'm the best. Bitch, I'm the best. No one's as good as you're not on my level. You're not on my level. You're not on my level. Okay, bye. What? You just came back, Sagittarius. Where are you going? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Cooking beans. Oh my God, guys, please. I know this looks like it's not gonna make sense. Please, look, guys, I had to possess this guy's body. My name is Connor. Look, I know Peace Dealer is saying that we left. Yeah, we left, but like, we're in the next world right now. Guys, I had to come back. The world's over. The world's ending. You know how we as Sagittarius, we can see the future? Don't get distracted. I have a glorious wig. The world is ending, guys. In less than 3 weeks, it's all going down, guys. You guys have to get ready. Don't all the Sagittariuses, we were called by God so that we can create the world ahead, so we kind of see things 6 months ahead to advance. Guys, I had to come back real quick. It's going to get crazy. Please do not give up. No matter what happens, do not get up. It's going to be really bad, really fast. They're going to lie to you about fucking everything. Please, don't believe it. Don't believe it. They can't do it if you believe it. No, my transmission. I'm going back to the future. First, Connor's gonna possess my body and then just cap to y'all. See how Sagittarius just makes excuses? What you saw was the classic Sagittarius excuse. Oh no, my bad. I missed the game because I had to save the world. I had to do important things. Yep. This is how Sagittarius is cheat on you. And then they're like, no, I wasn't cheating on you. I had to save someone from getting robbed. You see how they try to act like, no, we just left because we have to see the future. They're partying. I knew Connor hit me with that lie too. And I believed it for a little bit. Sag is they're not, like, it's half true. It's half true. Connor hit you with the half truth, but they're partying. They really just dip to the future because they think we're losers. They're like, you motherfuckers ain't on our level. You guys are just gonna make the party boring. I'm not allowed to snitch on Aquarius too, but Aquarius invited them to an exclusive party with Capricorn and Pisces, and they're like, ditch those losers. Yeah, ditch all the other losers. Come with us. And Sag was like, peace, bitches. You're not slick, Sag. You know, like, come on. You have to act like you saving the world. Oh my God, yeah, you are. But don't worry. Neptune is going to leave Pisces, and I'm going to snitch on Pisces. Okay. It's about time. I'm going to snitch on Pisces. I'm not going to make this about Pisces. This is about Sagittarius, but Pisces, I'm going to snitch on you. Not yet. Your OG is still in your sign. Neptune is still in your sign. I'm not going to snitch. But don't worry. Don't worry. Let it be known. I'm going to snitch. Anyway, in the spirit of Sagittarius, which is like a hack, okay? If life was a video game, Gemini is the normal playthrough. Virgo is the gamer who plays hours and hours so that they can have the perfect speed run, but it's a glitchless run. They don't use any glitches. They run the entire game real. How well can Gemini is okay, let me play the game, but I'm going to talk to everybody. If it's an RPG, you know how you can like talk to everyone, but there's certain things you can skip. Gemini is going to talk to everyone. Like, what's this person going to say? What's this person going to say? Virgo is going to take the most efficient route to master the game with no glitches as fast as they can. Comprehensive master. And you see, at that time, it's no longer just for fun. Like, they had to play the game over and over and over and over just to know all this wisdom. Cool. Sagittarius is 100%. Sagittarius is any percent run. So Virgo is 100% glitchless, right? And talk to no one. Virgo is going to talk to no one. Virgo is going to have the least encounters possible. They're only going to talk to everyone you have to talk to. They're going to run the game 100% glitchless. Sagittarius is going to be any percent. So that means with Virgo, it's 100%. So you have to do the whole game. That's how real Virgo is. Sagittarius is you can beat the game at any percent, and you can use hacks. Okay. Hacks exploit unintentional program features in the game. Sagittarius is the god of that. So the normal playthrough of the game can be done in 2 hours. Virgo mastered the game and did it in 33 minutes. Sagittarius used a hack and did it in 5. They exploited a hack in the game. Now, let me tell you the difference. There's a difference between hacks and cheats. A hack is something that's a part of the game, right? It's like, okay, I can walk through door 1 or door 2, but if I walk at the edge of door 2, then there's a hack where I can like exploit the programming and phase through both doors. Sagittarius does that shit all the time. It pisses me the fuck off. It's like, oh, okay, you just gonna hack the game? You just gonna do some impossible shit, bitch? Like, what the fuck? How you get there in 5 minutes? Like, what? How did you even see that? Like, that's on some next level shit. Like, you had to. Thank you. You have to know some engineering. Pisces is the fraud. Yeah. Pisces is the one that got the game shark. This is why Pisces is diabolical. Pisces got a hack exploits the game. A cheat brings something that wasn't in the game into the game. Pisces just used the game shark, created door number 3, and just went through door number 3. That's what they do in real life. That's why these motherfuckers make no sense and then make even less sense, because they just cheat the game. They're just like, well, whatever. With Pisces, you're gonna see characters in the game that aren't even supposed to belong in the game. Like, what? This is a Scooby-Doo game. What the fuck are the Powerpuff Girls doing here? Pisces, why did you do this? And there's a Pisces like, they just fuck shit up. This is why Virgo hates Pisces. It's literally the opposite of Virgo. It's like, really, motherfucker? Like, I really grinded this game just for you to fucking use a cheat code? Like, bitch, are you? Oh my God, this is insane. Oh my fucking God. And Pisces does not care. They be using Mars like a motherfucker, bro. They're the trolls. They don't care. They want to watch everything burn. They want to drown everything. Sag wants to watch it burn. Pisces wants to drown everything. And they're going to act like, oh yeah, I didn't use a mod. Just to troll you. Just to troll you. Yes. Ah, yes. Oh. But they do this in real life. That's the thing. All right. Anyway, yeah. So thank you for rocking with me. This final ascension comes in 2 parts. Okay. I'm gonna start including a magic word with each magic moon message that can assist you. I'm gonna mention it in the magic moon message for Moon Gemini, namely, I am truly becoming everything that I see myself to be. Okay. I am truly becoming everything that I have always seen myself to be. If Saturn wasn't in Pisces, then it would just be the standard moon, full moon Gemini, where after every year we come back around and it's I am truly who I see myself to be. I am truly who I see myself to be. I am truly who I see myself to be. But this is a full moon with Saturn. So instead, it is I am truly everything I have ever seen myself to be. This is it, guys. Welcome to the final ascension part 1. Okay, this is a great mantra to use for this, and it's going to work instantly. Everything moving forward from this full moon is going to be a hyper acceleration 2-week snapshot to blast off. Once we have that new moon in Sagittarius, we blast it off. That's it. We have activated this ascension cycle. We've activated the final part of the breakthrough arc, and that's going to lead us into the final boss. What are we breaking through? We're breaking through the sum total of all the hard work we've put in to get to this point. 1, relative to this year. 2, relative to 12 years ago with Jupiter. 3, relative to 30 years ago with Saturn. Okay, so there's so many different cycles coming in on this, and you feel it. 2024 is coming. All right. I have a channeled message for some of you out there that I really hope touches your soul. Spirit is kind of not angry. Spirit's compassionate, but it's a little ticked off at some of you. Some of you really believe that all the work you did for the past 3 years was for nothing. You didn't realize then that the people in control for decades are coming to their end. And it's not even because they're necessarily the worst people. There are people way worse than them. It's that everything that has a beginning has an end. You're seeing a lot of people come into the end of their cycle. So some of you saw what happened the last 3 years, and you're feeling like, wow, like I stood up for myself for nothing. Was it worth it? You're watching people who didn't have integrity, like you had integrity, get so much more money, get quick fame, get quick success because they cut corners. And you chose not to cut corners. You had a society and a system lie to you, blatantly gaslight you about what you know you saw, and then forced you to do things that you decided to draw boundaries for. And no offense, but some of you feel like that was kind of for nothing because you're looking around and it's like, wow, the people who did this still haven't taken accountability. They look like they're going to do this again. And some of you feel like, wow, you really took that stand just for no truth to come out. And I don't think you realized that what you did over the past 3 years was sow the seeds and manifest not only this new position, but awaken power. And the first part was 2020, Saturn Capricorn. 2021 and 2022 was Saturn Aquarius. Now that Saturn is in Pisces, everything you did over the past 3 years that because you did, because one individual stood up for their rights and boundaries, you individuals had to sacrifice friendships, literal jobs. You might have been ostracized, ridiculed. And what you're realizing now is that what you planted the seeds for are finally blossoming. The power of what you did as one individual in the face of what most people have killed themselves for or folded. So many people folded under the pressure. And now everything you did is blossoming. The ripple effect is finally occurring. And you, as an individual, also connected with other individuals who did this. And now all the work you did over the past 3 years was invisible. It was like you planted the seed. So you didn't see that the root was going through the ground. In fact, people were telling you that the land doesn't work there. You're delusional. You can't grow anything there. When Noah's Ark happened, it never rained before. People didn't, it never rained before there. Okay. So like people have never seen rain. They're like, you're building an ark for rain? You're fucking delusional. There's no such thing as rain. You know what I mean? And now it's Jack and the Beanstalk rising. Really, Jupiter in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus. Jupiter is the expansion, Uranus is the instant quality. Everything, because what you were doing was so powerful, you didn't cut corners. You didn't cheat and do things shorter. You really invested in yourself, which at the time looked like investing in cryptocurrency in the early 2010s. Now, over the next 30 days to 90 days, you are going to see the most rapid acceleration and harvest of everything that you planted, and you're already experiencing it. Tell me I'm lying. Like the past 4 days was a realization through this Scorpio season that, oh my gosh, it's all coming together. Things are completely making more clear sense as it's integrating and harvesting everything that you have not only learned but set into place, and the effect of everything you've done. Now, the people who are antagonizing you know this too, and they're more terrified than ever. And you'll know they're terrified because they are projecting that insecurity by pretending that, oh, no, it's not that deep. But the actions aren't consistent with what they're saying. I mean, it's not that serious, right? So why do they keep on bothering you about it? I mean, it's not that serious, right? So you're going to be seeing through these inconsistencies as you are blossoming, all the evil motherfuckers in this world are blossoming too. And as Sagittarius is vision, you are going to see people's true colors. That is literally this full moon. We're starting to transit off with the full moon. Sagittarius is starting off having you see people's true colors and who be engaging in freak offs and whatnot. All right. So I'm so happy for all of us. This is it. Y'all can hold on and tell me y'all been healing. Hold on. Is it just me? Comment an exclamation mark if you've been getting psychic attack crazy. If the psychic attack you've been getting is like a sore loser, it's like everyone bet on the popular one to win. You were the underdog and you somehow won. And people are mad at you because they lost fucking money. They're mad at you because you weren't even supposed to win. The referee rigged the game against you and you still lost. Thank God you don't know what a freak off is. I will not tell you, and do not look it up. Please do not look it up. Like all you people who are writing exclamation marks, right? The game was rigged against you. You won and you fucked up a bet. Like there are people seriously mad at you. Seriously mad at you. You lost people a lot of money. You weren't even supposed to win. You were supposed to be like an exhibition so that people could do whatever. And you know, God used you to work exploits. They weren't familiar with your game because when they did the challenge, they weren't expecting you to be as skilled as you were. So now you've been feeling that psychic attack. They're pure hatred. It's like there's nothing they can do. So in conclusion for everything, right? All you have to do is maintain everything you've built and not switch up and start doubting, because this is all going to come in real fast. Sagittarius ascends you through Libra to the top, and that pressure can make people fold. Okay, when you're now ascended and these beings approach you to stand down, you're going to actually spend this whole season on I Told You So Part 3 laying the goddamn smackdown and showing them everything that you have achieved. And it's going to be so good. Welcome to the I Told You So tour of 2023. This is the final part of the tour where Sagittarius is the headliner. Okay. If you are here right now, you are getting ready to embark on a blast off over the next 2 years into the final part of this ascension. What makes this the final part of this ascension is Saturn that is ready to go direct in Pisces. This is part one. What makes this part one is Saturn in Pisces and Jupiter in Taurus. Part two is 2024, where, we're going to see Jupiter in Gemini and Saturn halfway through Pisces. Let me give you some context. By the time we're at next year, you are now in space and you are discovering facets of your universe that you've never believed before. Hence the square from Gemini to Pisces, having to quite literally stretch your imagination, because for the status quo in your society was that you believed there was only a galaxy, and now you're out there and you're realizing, oh wow, the fundamental frame of how we even believe in space is completely different now. So what's the difference between this year and next year? Well, this year Jupiter is in Taurus. This is the year you blast off into space. You blast off into space this year. You ascend into your godhood. And then once you're actually in space and you leave the atmosphere, then you have to adjust your perception of, okay, now we've propelled out of the gravity of the earth. Now, what direction in space are we going to go? That's when Gemini is going to enlighten you on this new evolution cycle. And we go into new territory, uncharted territory. Saturn, Neptune, and Pisces. And you feel it. So next Next year is going to be us playing with our ascended abilities and what we can do with it. But this year is the natural experience of actually blasting off. This is everything you've been waiting for your entire life. And yeah, you know, this is most definitely oh yeah, Jupiter and Virgo is going to be legit. The Jupiter Cancer Leo Virgo series is going to be the next wave. So some of you, especially if you're Cancer rising, if you're Gemini rising, if you're Taurus rising, if you're Leo rising, some of you are frustrated because it's like, what the fuck? Like, what used to work for me and get like $25,000 a month, or I was getting consistent money. Now it's like the water is slowing up. The water isn't slowing up. You finished the old cycle. So the tide is going off. And what's happening is an even bigger tide is coming. So by the time Jupiter goes into Cancer, the biggest tidal wave is coming. And that's why you have to prepare. If you built your arc, then when that tidal wave comes, right, it's going to represent a lot of traffic or attention that you already built your arc. So you're already going to be able to float on that water instead of getting drowned by your own success. Okay. So Jupiter in Aries, Taurus, and Gemini is activation. That's just getting us ready for the integration. Because once we even get to Jupiter, Libra, Scorpio, it's crazy. All right. So, all right, guys. Once Jupiter is in Cancer, that's the New World Order, Saturn in Aries. So that means the next 2 years, everything's going to happen. We're going to see the fall of everything. This is the beginning of the end of the world. And it's just the end of the world as we know it. So it doesn't have to be like as bad as the apocalypse. Connor said it will be, but I think Connor's capping. I think it's going to be amazing if you're in integrity, but still challenging. All right. If you're willing to lose everything and die for your conviction and beliefs, you're going to win. But if you fold, you lose. The moment you give up and fold, you die. You see this? You see this Pluto conjunction? Sagittarius season is preparing you for the final boss, guys. This final boss battle, it's going to be one of the most powerful final boss battles that it's literally the final boss battle. 29 degrees. You know why it's the final? Guess where Pluto is going to be 2025? Revolution, baby. New world order. And then Saturn and Neptune is going to go into Aries. And then Uranus is going to go into Gemini. So this is it, guys. 2024 is the last year. Once the sun goes over Pluto and Saturn, the final boss, you ever face a final boss and then you beat the final boss and then it transforms to another final boss? That's going to be Sun Pluto, and then it's going to be Sun Saturn, Sun Neptune. So we're going to beat the Sun Pluto final boss. Then we're going to go into Pisces season, and then it's going to morph into its final phase. And we're going to do 2 years of that. We're going to do 2 years of that. The next 2 years are the final boss battles. This is it. Trust me when I tell you that all of your development has been successful. And it doesn't look like it right now, but you are more powerful than the world is going to admit you are. Why is this important? I'm going to be completely honest with you. In less than 35 days, things are going to get so intense that for everybody on the world, Saturn is testing the integrity of your beliefs. That's the final boss battle. All these people, that's why, I've been doing the debunking series, because all these people have these beliefs. Well, the Reaper is testing it now. It's like, okay, well, how well do your beliefs hold under the weight of pure logic and science? Karma. The karma of you living your beliefs is you're going to be experiencing it. By your fruit, ye shall know them. So with that, you know what I'm saying? If anybody on this planet folds from what they believe in because of external pressure outside of them, and they fold from their internal beliefs and they give up, they will die. You will see people dropping like flies. The unsettling part of this is, and that's the Sagittarius square we're going to have to, of course, Saturn and Neptune. It's going to be a disillusionment of epic proportions. Many of you are going to look at old role models like, you're not at all what I thought. You're going to look at old stories that may have happened like, oh, wow, this isn't at all what I thought. We were lied to about this. Okay. And the reason why this is important is you're going to see this is going to open up the first wave of mass extinction events. A lot of things that were set in motion 3 years ago, they're finally going to blossom. You're finally going to see the effects of stuff that, you know, people were thinking was going to happen a year and a half ago. It was a delayed effect. And if you are afraid to give up anything in order to maintain your truth, you're going to die. If you fold in the pressure of external forces that wish to take you away from your authenticity and who you're meant to be, you are going to die. This is not me wishing for you to die. I don't wish that you die. I'm telling you right now that Sun Pluto, this is what's happening for everybody. The only people who are going to make it through these rounds are the people, because no one's getting unfairly picked on. Everyone's getting tested. The only people who are going to pass this test and thus make it into the new world order are the people who do not fold on their beliefs. Saturn entered Pisces and retrograded and gave y'all the beliefs personal to you that you're meant to build integrity in through practicing throughout the next couple of years. If you are willing to surrender and give up everything you have for those beliefs, even if you hate your own life, just to follow the truth of those beliefs, you will win. You will win. You have already won. So you need to start celebrating now. For those of you who have determined, oh yeah, I'll trade it all, because you recognize that the truth within you is more valuable than any money anyone can give you. So like if someone would pay you $5 billion to lie, you're not going to go against your beliefs because you can't be bought. You already won. They're going to be telling you you're crazy. I don't care. Whereas 99.999% of people will have folded, dead, mass extinction event. It's not just going to be one. It's going to be a series of waves of events as this weeds out the old generations and, of course, those who have no integrity and beliefs. Those whose beliefs have produced negative behaviors that are coming out to expose them. It's all happening. Everybody's getting it. It's going to be, the synchronicities have been unreal. And some of you are tapping into it way more than others, way more than myself. Okay, weak ass psyops. So please pat yourself on the back. I'm about to go in on this report. You are more amazing than you could have ever imagined. And we're going to go into that. Okay. So yeah. Congratulations for making it here. Your consciousness is getting ready to apply supernatural concepts that you have been programming into your mind for a few years now. And it's going to feel fucking exhilarating because now the scales with this full moon in Gemini are dropping from your eyes. And you're going to it's like your third eye is adjusting now. And it's like, oh, I see shit clearly. I get stuff now. And you're starting to apply. You're starting to see the true nature behind relationships. They're just fluid now. They're just smooth. All right. Especially with Venus on the South Node. Is it a coincidence that during the full moon, Venus is going to be exactly on the South Node? Over the next couple of days, you are going to unlock fated partnerships that you are meant to be in. Why is this important? Some of you have been seeing synchronicities with people forever, and you didn't realize that it wasn't that you were blocked. It's that there was miscommunication, that as an illusion, you being blocked was an illusion. And now both parties are going to see clearly, and this is going to bring a mutable change because you have leveled up and evolved past and out the situation, and you didn't give in to doubts and fears. People who seemingly couldn't see what you were seeing, they see it now. Listen, this is going to be weird as fuck, especially with Chiron and Aries. Some of you are going to be kind of butthurt, okay, and reasonably, because it's like you might have been disrespected, or vice versa. Maybe certain people, maybe you kind of passed on certain people and you see it now, and it's like, oh, now you're fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you weren't fucking with me before. You were acting brand new, but they're not the same person who might have curved you, or you're going to realize they were distracted by external influences that may not have given them their true selves or made them look at you different. So this full moon, it doesn't even have to be in a way that's favorable. This could even be in a way that hypes up more discord, but everyone is seeing clearly. Okay. It's going to unlock opportunities you once thought impossible. So look at that. You see that, Venus? What is the key? Authenticity. Bars, son. We have Moon, sextile Chiron, the key. So you're going to understand the true key to unlock these fated partnerships as you are blasting off. And this is going to be highly passionate. You guys are getting ready to step into some of the most highly passionate relationships. Mercury is in Sag. Mercury and Sag are the arrows of love. What is it? Sextile, Venus. So you guys are getting ready to step into relationships that will go from 0 to 100. What we are going to talk about in this transit is the week ahead from this full moon, which is going to analyze, okay, this ascension. This is going to be a week into Blastoff preparation. We're understanding what direction we want to move into. Now we have to analyze the right strategy. We've completed the transit, and then boom, Blastoff 2 weeks from now with Mars. Mercury is already ahead of us, organizing our brain on what to control before it retrogrades back into Sagittarius. And it's sextiling Venus, opposite Jupiter. This is where you're going to deepen these relationships that spark super quickly. So imagine if you used a marketing service. That marketing service for the first 5 days needs to do research on your profile before they know how to market your profile. That's right now. You are you're going to ascend into virality. Some of you are about to ascend into virality, okay? And the universe is analyzing your profile that's ascending into virality. It's the moon in Gemini. Okay, what are you doing? What are your goals? And in a week from now, the universe is going to be like, okay, we analyzed your profile. This is your strengths. This is your weaknesses. This is the content you're good at making. This is the content you make that actually gets the most engagement. This is your target audience. Virgo is going to give you all those details. And Sagittarius, with the higher vision, is going to show you now, based on the strategy, this is everything that's possible for me to accomplish. Okay, which is amazing. Beautiful. Heaven's me. And now, after Moon in Virgo, you're going to get excited because right now you're going to truly see the true potential. Hold on, you need to get excited, guys. You're getting ready to get a sneak peek of the true potential. This full moon is harvesting your transformation. How are you harvesting the transformation of 2 weeks ago? You're going to now change your perception of seeing the effects of your transformation. And you're going to get a sneak peek and see what you can achieve. A week from now, when the moon is in Virgo, you're going to start to gain details. You're going to be like, oh, this is how we're going to do this. Wow. This is where you're going to plug in the numbers and you're going to be like, oh, wow, we have a realistic projection of if we do this, we're going to sell this much because you plugged in the numbers. Now you're going to get excited. And then that leads to the actual new moon blast off. This is you actually doing it. I need you to get excited, guys. I think you guys may not yet understand how amazing you are. Gemini moon is saying you think you do. You think you know how amazing you are. You haven't seen nothing yet. Wait till a week from now. You're going to uncover more analysis with the Pisces opposition that you didn't see before. There are unseen dynamics you didn't see about your reach and potential that is going to blow your fucking mind. Okay? So you've made it. If you've made it to this full moon, this is the harvest. The hard work was the past 2 weeks where you had to go through a lot of that intensity. It was not easy. And you made it through like a fucking boss. So now your job is to harvest these effects. Congratulations. It's going to be truly amazing. The next 48 hours is set to be truly amazing. Now, before we really go into this, let's talk about the first 4 days of Sag. The first 4 days of Sagittarius season activated the integration of this harvest. We started to understand who we truly are with this higher perspective. And this enabled us a very passionate expression of our authenticity with this at this higher level. But it's the moon in Taurus that really did the trick. Moon in Taurus really blessed us. The past 2 days had you download all of this insight physically. This is where you started to really feel that higher vision. Moon in Cancer is going to have you emotionally feel it. But we now just physically sensed it. And because of Jupiter and Uranus, this is one of the most important parts of the transit. The quality of how intensely you have been channeling information over the past 48 hours is going to influence the quality and nature of how rapidly you ascend through this full moon. So that's why I asked if you guys really channeled a lot with the past 2 days and you commented exclamation mark. All of you who commented an exclamation mark, especially if you felt exhausted with the channeling, your superpowers are going to awaken very rapidly. Be very careful. I need you to get a cup of water and drink it right now. Please. I'm going to refill this. Take a pause. If you do not have water, if you commented an exclamation mark, this doesn't apply to everybody. I think a few of you did not channel that much information. There are a few of you who did not channel much because you have such a strong base of awakening or strength that you channeled a lot of energy, but you were able to balance it. So you have a lot more grounding. Not a lot of you have a lot of grounding. You have more energy in the ethers, in the mental realm, in your passion, you know what I'm saying? So, or your imagination, right? So you are fucking channeling. You are getting hit with okay. If you were the one who was chill, you were channeling everything, but it's like, huh. And you were more peaceful, then this next few days is going to be very gradually imbalanced. It's going to be nice and smooth. For those of you like me who, please get some water. Please, please. Yeah, drop some rice. And I need some rice. The reason why I need you to get some water is with the Pisces square to Saturn and Neptune, you are going to be awakening and ascending more power and perspective in yourself than you are physically able to handle. So it's just going to hit you one after the other after the other. The moon in Taurus slowed down the quality of it, but now it's going to be just instant and you're going to get hit all at once and you're going to need to rejuvenate. This is going to exhaust a lot of you. And then once the moon goes into Cancer, you'll start to recover and complete the transformation. And then Leo will recharge. Moon in Leo will recharge your energy. Okay. So the moon in Gemini is going to harvest this perspective. This is where the transit really starts. The first thing we have to look at, okay, is the T square between Mars, Sun, Saturn, and the moon. This is it. This T square is the ancient lever that is shifting the entire collective. This is the full moon transit that is literally shifting in the beginning of the end of the world. 1 year ago, Saturn was in Aquarius. Mars was retrograde. The population control campaign was still in effect. And you had just started to reevaluate a new direction in the nature of how you express your magic and what magic you express. How was a Mars Virgo? So, of course, if we fast forward now, Mars is in Sagittarius. Mind you, this is the first time Mars is in Sagittarius since it retrograded in Gemini. So this is it. This is it. Everything moving forward, you're going to see a rapid accelerate. And you know it now. Everything's getting exposed more than ever. You're starting to put everything together. This is it. Yes. So that square to Saturn is a totality of everything that you have ever believed in your whole life, and you're being tested through how you harvest it. This is it. It is that Saturn square mechanism that is going to have you control the mechanism of the reality warping potential of your mind and vision, where everything you believe is going to manifest even like hyper quick. This is why this is going to exhaust and overwhelm some of you, because if now you weren't in integrity in your beliefs and you harvested bad behaviors and negativity in your mindset, you're going to be manifesting rapidly your nightmares. But if you did the work and you did not spiritually bypass and you did the shadow work and you actually worked on your habits through Virgo season, you're going to harvest everything you've ever wanted quick, fast. But Saturn in the square is saying with great power comes great responsibility. So yeah, you're going to manifest everything you've ever wanted, but that's where you're going to be tested. Who are you when you get everything that you've ever wanted? Can you be trusted if you're in situations where you could take advantage now that you have this power? Okay. And you're going to see some people fail, and you're going to see people like actually pass. This is what's going to actually crystallize the nature of your beliefs in order to come real very quickly because of Neptune sextile Uranus. Jupiter is expanding the natural physical quality that you can crystallize and materialize your beliefs into reality supernaturally. And Neptune is the actual supernatural agent through the vehicle of your imagination that Uranus is suddenly awakening extra dimensional energy to facilitate this supernatural scientific fiction-esque ability. All right. Everything that I'm telling you, people will consider you delusional for believing, except you did it. Like, people told you, it's impossible to predict the future, motherfucker. And it's hard for you to understand because you just had a dream last night, and everything you had a dream about last night happened today. You predicted the future in your dream. Now you're having personal experiences that directly contradict what you were taught as a kid, what you were reinforced as a young adult, and what you are continuing to be lied about now. And this is the revolution. Let's go. We are transforming status quo. Okay. So once we move forward, as we move forward, the moon in Cancer is going to clean up shop, and that opposition to Pluto is going to be a sneak peek of this very extreme power that you will transform the feel of. Moon in Cancer, Leo and Virgo is what's going to begin to restore your energy and power. Okay. The moon in Cancer is going to once you start to, in the next 48 hours, you're going to get the true complete vision of what it is you're meant to do. Okay. The sun is going to be trying the North Node. It's all aligned to your purpose. So you're going to really unlock this true meaning. It's going to really climax the breakthrough of what lessons you've been learning over the last 6 months. So relative to this true ascension, once the moon now goes into Cancer, you're going to reinforce this true understanding with the sincere psychic feeling of everything moon in Taurus had you physically sense. You're going to now feel emotionally, deeper, psychically, move in that direction. You've thought and programmed, oh, this is the true meaning of that. Now you're going to feel what that true meaning is like. This is where you begin to recover the overwhelming channel that your brain may have gained stress with the Saturn square. Okay. Once the moon opposes Pluto, because the moon is making a Scorpio signature to Sag, the yod that the moon will make with Uranus and Mercury and the sun, first of all, Mercury is going to be 29 degrees. So Mercury at 29 degrees, as Mercury reaches the height of Sag, the quality and nature of how you will complete this hot, because a lot of what this is doing with the Mercury square Neptune is it's having you look at the true nature of situations. You're able to tie everything together and you're like, oh, this is why this is happening. This is why this is happening. And you're going to confirm it when this enters Pisces. So this is where, okay, at the heightened 29 degrees, you are coming into the final crystallization of the meaning of everything your brain has been compiling. And it's not a coincidence that we're doing that while the moon is transforming your psychic understanding of this higher perspective. Because now you're seeing into the meaning, but you're gaining with the trine and Neptune psychic insights that make sense of synchronicities and transform the reality of it. That's why that pressure with Pluto opposite it can influence people to fold. Some people are going to fold and not share how they really feel because the Pluto opposition will threaten them. And you're not a coward. So once we step into the courage sign of Leo, this is where trine Chiron, you're going to begin to heal and you're going to begin to charge this energy. Ninth house to the sun. This is the freedom fighter. This is where you're going to understand the true golden courage that is needed to source the strength of light in order to expand upon this adventure. All right. Sagittarius is, of course, the higher perspective. So when we back that perspective with the strength of Leo, it provides us a stronger light in order to gain that higher perspective. Basically, if Leo is weak, then we have a weak flashlight. Sagittarius is the flashlight. Okay, it's what allows us to see in the dark. But if you have weak batteries, that bitch is going to be dim. When the Leo is strong, bing, the light is strong. And now that enables us more access to perceive beyond what it is that's there. See, that's astrology science. That's why now in the 9th house of this trine, you will be completing the harvest of this full moon by now having the courage to complete this ascension process. And that's where, now that you have adjusted perceptionally how it is you want to approach this next level, the moon in Virgo will now complete this transit. This is where now, from the moon in Gemini to moon in Virgo, you were doing analysis, you were doing research and analysis. Now you understand the strategy of how to come into the success. That's why Virgo is 10th house of success to Sagittarius, the yang element. Sagittarius is the alchemist that's able to draw from the yin and create it into yang. Alchemy. Okay. That's the difference between, that's why Sagittarius is God level, but even Sagittarius looks up to Virgo. Virgo is double yang. Sagittarius is the yin of the yang. Well, Virgo is double yang. It's yang yang. So Virgo is going to get real seeds, and they're going to plant the plant, and then that plant is going to grow. Yeah, it's going to be gradual, but it's all real. Sagittarius can just draw from their imagination and make it happen. It's the yin and the yang. It's ascended magic. It's a collective effort. So you're going to understand how to succeed and apply this true meaning into now the critical analysis of this ascension process. All right. Mastery of ascension. This is going to lead us into one of the most important transits, the Aquarius signature, the fame signature. This is what's going to unlock this destiny so that you can understand who is meant to be in your team. Once you complete this and you understand how to come into success for this Blastoff, the moon in Libra is going to hook you up with the portal of, okay, who are you going to take on this Blastoff journey? Now that you know how to do this, you're going to have to make a crucial decision. Who are you going to take with you on this journey? And you have to make sure that who you take with you acknowledges this authenticity and can be trusted with the Pluto square. Because that Pluto square is going to be an instant mini boss battle. Right as you pick the team, you're going to have a mini boss battle with them to see if they can hang and if they can be around you. Once you do that, the moon is going to be in Scorpio. It's going to go over Venus, and you're going to feel how nothing will ever be the same. This is going to be the last minute reflection, like, wow, I'm about to blast off into a new consciousness. And now all the old concepts and fears that I've had, they're obsolete. I don't have to worry about them anymore. You're getting to release that. All old doubts and insecurities in romance and love, you're evolved now. You're leveled up. You don't worry about no scrubs. You don't worry about people who don't honor you. You're beyond that. Okay. So the opposition to Jupiter and Uranus is going to be wild crazy, because everything that you channeled the last 2 days, you're going to understand very deeply and psychologically the hidden meaning behind it, the hidden 12th house meaning to Sagittarius behind it, the hidden wisdom and meaning behind it. And it's going to shock your mind. The stability of Saturn, 1 degree Pisces, is going to add contextually how it plays in with the end of society in the world. And the trine to Neptune is going to blow your mind in the balsamic phase with some of the most legendary synchronicities you have ever seen in your whole life. For those of you, now here's the thing. For those of you who are like looking at what's happening with P. Diddy, and you're like, wow, this is crazy. Like, damn, he's getting exposed. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Okay. Everything that you're seeing now, by the time we actually get even a little bit further by this new moon and over the next few years, you're going to look at everything that's happening with Diddy like, wow, in comparison, that's not even that bad. You're going to be looking at Diddy like, wow, compared to everyone else that's getting exposed, what Diddy did was pretty light. And we know what he did wasn't light. We know what the allegations that came out about him, if true, are very, very dark. And yet Diddy's going to look like small fry compared to what's about to be exposed. What's about to be exposed is going to have you fundamentally question everything, so that all these celebrities you're looking at, you're not even going to care about these celebrities getting exposed. In fact, the thing about these celebrities getting exposed, they're just pawns and puppets of the real evil people. The celebrities are just collateral damage. They have set these celebrities up to look like they're perfect. And the reason why the disillusionment is happening is because you're realizing, oh wow, these are normal people like us. Well, they're not normal, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're realizing that, wow, holy crap, like these people, some people expected them to be perfect, and you're like, no, these people are not perfect. They make mistakes, maybe even more, right? And this is going to unveil. Thank you. Sloan Bell already beat me to it. Diddy will be a drop in the bucket after what comes out in 3 or 4 years. You're going to look at the entirety of everything with Diddy as like just a speck of sand on a beach and an entire beach of exposure. This is going to happen all through the next 2 years. And it's starting right now with this full moon. Okay, cool. Because once we step into the new moon, blast off, baby. This is it. So right now, we are 2 weeks in. We are 2 weeks in preparation of Blastoff. The first part of Sagittarius season is the full moon harvest and the third quarter square integration completion. That equals 2 weeks till Blastoff. You are getting ready to blast off to an uncharted territory you've never seen. You have the courage to go there. You have 2 weeks to prepare. These 2 weeks are harvesting an ascension of effect of your transformation that you broke through the past 2 months, where in 2 weeks, you are going to see all your new abilities because you're already experiencing it right now. What Moon in Aries and Moon in Taurus did was it gave you synchronicities about who your higher self is. Some of you know the meaning of your soul name like never before. Some of you have seen your higher self like never before. Some of you have gained confirmation about who you are. You've experienced and performed your superpowers. You're using your superpowers. Okay. And now the next 2 weeks is going to put it all together so that once we blast off, you are now breaking through into your ascended self. That being said, okay. You know how when right before you fight the final boss of a video game, you usually unlock the master treasure. Sometimes you get it in the beginning of the game, the middle of the game, or near the end of the game. But no matter when you get it, you always get it before the final boss. Like in every major awesome video game, there's always that like main weapon that you have to level up in order to use, and you have to unlock before you finish the game. Okay. So that final weapon is your unique true ascended ability. See, what you're going to realize over the past 2 weeks is that your development was hyper accelerated, like a college course that has 4 years of curriculum, but you were forced to do a 4-year curriculum college course in like 2 months, which is insane. That is insane. That's not even possible. So you have been stressed. Your body, if some of you feel spiritually tired, even though you're getting rest, you know what I'm saying? Especially those of you with Pisces energy or Neptune energy. For those of you who are, you're waking up tired and you don't know why. It's like you're eating healthy, you're sleeping healthy, but you're waking up tired. You're not necessarily all there. It's because you're in subconscious university. When you go to sleep, you're not going to sleep. Some of you are going to college. You're learning godhood, and like you are working in the day, then you have to go to college and sleep. And it's like, oh my gosh, they're making us do 4 years worth of shut in like 2 in. Thankfully, time flows differently over there. And then you wake up exhausted because you had to cram so much stuff that you have to process in your real life. And it's like, whew, you finally get to see the effects of that. Now you're going to, so all the stuff that you have been learning was just your ability. Over the past 6 months, you have been perfecting your superpowers and your abilities. What you're getting ready to activate now is your ability at the God level. God level meaning this is literally the highest level with which you can perform your abilities and skills. And of course, Capricorn season is going to understand utilization for you to control this ability. So we're going to activate it Sagittarius season. And then once we step into Capricorn season, this new ascended godlike ability you're activating, you're going to understand how to control it. And then in Aquarius season, you're going to know what this ability is, so you know how better to control it. And then in Pisces season, you're going to take this ascended ability and change your belief about who you are. Well, because you're using it now. And that's the final ascension part 1. The final ascension part 2 is after now you've learned your high level abilities. Okay. And now what are you going to do with it? That's next year. Okay. 2023 is the blossoming. 2024 is the becoming. 2023 is the blossoming. 2024 is the renaissance. And 2025 is, let me say that again. 2023 is the blossoming. 2024 is the renaissance. And 2025 is the revolution. Okay. We're getting ready to come into a renaissance of music, art, entertainment. If you think that everything is trash right now, that's because it's about to revive like never before. A lot of these young kids are about to fucking shit on the game. They're about to bring some new shit. A lot of the old talent is about to revive their stuff. Don't worry, we out here. So people who you wouldn't even expect to hear from is going to come back from the dead. So it's very, very, very important, because a lot of the negative projection and a lot of the hatred you're going to get are from people who are terrified of you. You are introducing new concepts that people never wanted to believe are real. And now you are living them with your integrity. And you're going to terrify these weak, stupid little bitches. But, screw them. Anyway, yes, once we step into this ascension of God level ability, the moon in Capricorn is immediately going to manifest the understanding of how to use it. This is important because Mercury is going to retrograde. So now you're literally seeing, oh shit. Yeah, my back is kind of hurting a little bit. Your mind is like, oh shit, I can use these abilities on a godlike level. Now I have to rewire my brain about how I use these abilities because now I can do so much more in a smaller amount of time. And this is where you're going to manifest the awakened understanding of power. Why is this important? Because last month when we had the new moon in Scorpio, awakening was on the platter. This is where we had awakening as the third entree. Now, awakening is going to be the second entree. All right. In a month from now, it's going to be the main dish. All right. Still a part of the main dish, but this is going to be huge. Everything after the new moon is going to be even crazier, guys. This is some peak power. All right. Stay tuned to the magic moon messages. And then, of course, the moon is going to enter Aquarius. And now what's important about that is the sun square to Neptune. The sun square to Neptune is going to not only provide this advanced knowledge, all right, the third house of Aquarius to Sagittarius is, or the third house of Sagittarius through Aquarius is the knowledgeable understanding of advanced abilities. What is Sagittarius advanced ability? Clairvoyance. Aquarius is the future, okay? But Sagittarius is vision, so they can see the future. Third house Aquarius is if Aquarius is claircognizance, third house Aquarius is why the clairvoyance shows them that fixed future. So this is going to be an advanced knowledge of the God level abilities that this new moon in Sag will be you experiencing, but the moon in Capricorn will be you learning to control. And then the moon in Aqua will be knowing, boom, that's the activation. And the reason why that's important is the sun's going to square Neptune. So the sun squaring Neptune is now also the disillusionment of your consciousness that's going to completely change the whole fucking game. Like this shit is going to be weird as hell. It's going to be super strange. This is where you're going to start seeing stuff that wasn't there physically. Some of you might outright step into mediumship as soon as the moon goes into Pisces. So the moon on Saturn and then that square to the sun, this is going to be the most magical day of the year, guys. Be very mindful. This day has the potential to really delude a lot of people. If you get too caught up in the illusions of your doubt, you can get caught up on things that are not as they seem. People can take it like a transit like this on the 19th and the 18th is you seeing somebody with your soulmate or your crush, okay? Especially Venus. Venus is now opposite Uranus. So this is going to bring all the relationships that are being unlocked today and tomorrow. Once they harvest opposite Uranus, this is what's going to rapidly just transform it and materialize it even more intense. And that trine to, of course, Pisces, what that's going to look like, right, is imagine your soulmate, or imagine, like, you know what I mean? Your crush, and you see a picture with of them with somebody else, and you know what I'm saying? Like you see them hugging that person hugging them. And that picture looks like, oh, they're dating. And now that person is lying, like, yeah, we're dating. That's my partner. That's my partner. And like Don't let the external, even if that's true, things are not what they seem. Don't let the now this is in alignment with truth. If you know that what's true is being betrayed by what you see, right? What you might find out is behind the scenes when that person hugged them, what you didn't see was that your crush was like, ew, we're not together. And that person was lying, right? Or they're in an existing relationship, but you don't know that person's not satisfied in that relationship. Okay. This is where, with that square, you have to have the belief to move forward, law of assumption, through the illusions of what you see. A lot of people are going to be given into delusional statements, and you're going to see pictures with little to no context. All right. Boom. All of that's going to break through into the light. And what's very key here is the moon. Whereas before we started the transit with 0 degrees, moon in Aries and Sag, well, look at how we're ending it. This is why Sagittarius is the best Sag season. This is a finale of epic proportions. I can't make this up. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I can't make this up, guys. This is insane. We are having a 29-degree trine. We are having a 29-degree trine from moon to sun. We are having 2 trines. Look at this. 1 month ago, we had the 0-degree trine from, so we started Sagittarius season 0 degrees with the 0 degrees Aries, and we're ending it 29. We're getting the full range. That is insane. That means we started the Sagittarius season like, this is who I am, and this is who I see myself to be. And we're going to end it like, I knew I was him. I knew I was her. You're fully maxing it out. You're fully activating that. This is it. And why is that important? Boom. That's going to lead into one of the most incredible Capricorn seasons of all time. We're going to have this epiphany here with the Mercury retrograde, and what Mercury has been reevaluating your mind. You're going to activate, boom, and the moon is immediately going to evolve on Jupiter before it goes direct. And Capricorn is going to prepare you for the final boss battle, part 1. I know I've said final boss battle before, but that the final boss battle before was Jupiter leaving Taurus. So it was you beating the final boss, but it left, and now it came back for one final time. And these are the final 2. Boom. Okay. The last final boss battles weren't you fighting them directly. It was you defending against their attempts. Now the next 2 years is your attack towards them. Okay. And there we go, guys. In 20 minutes, we're going to start the full moon ceremony. So I hope you enjoyed this piece report. For those of you who want a live reading, 2 of you have pre-ordered. Thank you very much. Okay. Nice. And we have Christian Dixie and Stomp the Shoes. Thank you for emailing me the chart. You emailed me, let's see, Mud Shoes. I don't know if I got your email, Mud Shoes. I got your email on November 1st. So let me see if it went to spam. All right, I didn't get your email, but you sent it to me before. So I have your chart, 29 degrees Scorpio sun, Aqua moon. So for those of you who want a live reading, I'm going to do that right now. If not, I'm going to meet you in the full moon ceremony. Thank you guys. You guys are fucking amazing. This is it. This is it. This is going to pretty much take you there. It's going to prepare to change your perspective. You're going to completely come into the higher meaning and true clarity. Basically, Gemini season showed you the word. Now Sagittarius is going to show you what your word means, your personal magic word. Okay. Beautiful. And I think what's very, very key and amazing about this is that, well, personally, this is going to constitute some of the most exaggerated evolution and transformation and ascension you've ever experienced in your life, happening coincidingly with the end of the literal world. So get ready to apply everything you've learned as we trek into godhood. Welcome into the final ascension, part 1. All right, beautiful. So first, we're going to do stomp the shoes. Stomp the shoes. By the way, for those of you who would like to catch the replay, please feel free to join Infinity Club. You'll be able to catch it. If not, I'm glad you were able to catch this live. And please, once again, stay tuned. If you're not able to catch the next live after this for the full moon ceremony, it's totally fine. You can catch the replay. But if not, thank you for joining us. This was very special. What we're going to do in the ceremony is to release our intentions and prepare to harvest the most truly amazing experience of all time. We're going to hype it up. So stomp the shoes. We see your 29-degree Scorpio sun. So this recent beginning of Sag season was amazing. After the new moon in Sagittarius, you're going to have the lunar return with the moon in Aquarius. And that's where the sun is going to square Neptune. So as the celestial wisdom, you are the celestial pure royal. All right. B.O.B. has this. Aqua moon, Scorpio suns, you guys are celestial wisdom. Your wisdom that is outside of the matrix. So people are going to act like you're delusional because you challenge status quo. You're here to transform things. And you guys are kind of sinister in how you're able to subtly expose how humanity is getting lied to. Your wisdom that comes from an alien place, because you guys are high nobility, you're high royalty. So you be knowing shit, sir. And we see you're in Aries rising. So a lot of this Sagittarius season is going to really exalt the perspective of your philosophical approach towards, as a representative, of course, of the Pluto Sagittarius generation you represent, because now Pluto, the ruler of your Scorpio sun, is in your 9th house. You are here to awaken people's third eyes. All you Aries risings who have the audacity, you have the audacity to be born with Pluto in the 9th house in Sagittarius. Be very careful if you see someone like that. These people have X-ray vision. They're God slayers. The 9th house is the 9th house of God. These people slay false gods, and they can see through your higher self and philosophical approach towards life. So you awaken people's third eye. And this is where a lot of the attitude adjustment 6 months ago that you've made, which you've analyzed in your behavior, you're now getting ready to harvest and see where you're getting ready to step into success. Pluto is completely transforming. Of course, Son Goku has this. Of course, my nigga Goku has this. You're getting ready to awaken past the glass ceiling of what you used to be able to accomplish. You're not being blocked by Pluto anymore. You're not getting hated on by that Pluto in the 10th. All right. And you're going to break through this. So this is going to be an ascension of a lifetime. But we also want to keep in mind that you do have Uranus and Neptune in Aquarius. So you be knowing shit, dude. All of you people with Uranus and Neptune on your moon in Aquarius, you guys are weird as fuck. I'm not hating on you, but some of you need to understand that you guys are the weirdest motherfuckers on the planet. There's no one weirder than you. You guys are the weirdest. All of you people who have moon, Neptune, Uranus, Aquarius. Listen, I have moon, Neptune, Uranus, Capricorn. I'm a weird motherfucker. But I'm a grounded weird motherfucker. You guys are out of this world. You guys are weird science. Okay, I have moon, Uranus, Neptune, Cap. Anyone who has that born 1990, born 88, 89, you know what we about. They can vouch for me. We can read souls and auras. The only people who are even on a higher level than us are the alien freaks born with in 98 96, 97, 99. You all know who the fuck you are. You got moon in Aquarius, Uranus, and Neptune on your moon. You're weird. You're weird. You guys know shit you're not supposed to know. That's not normal. That's not normal. It's not normal that you literally could just know stuff out of thin air. And you have to accept that you represent this highest standard of knowledge that's not going to be accepted by society because it's not traditional and it's not the normal way. This is how you innovate. You have to be okay with that. And you, as an Aries rising, stomp the shoes. The North Node is making you embrace this anti-hero facet of your personality. You are becoming the original you are destined to be. So this Sagittarius season will really help you see that. And I hope you enjoy this, brother. Well deserved. Well deserved. Well deserved. Okay, Christian Dixie. This is cool, bro, because really a whole lot of how it is, you really step into a majority of, and I love this because Stomp the Shoes is Aries rising, which is the anti-hero or the villain, and you're the Leo rising, which is the hero. You're the main character. So this is preparing you for your solar return. Sagittarius season is going to love up on your soul, and it's going to bring light to your inner world. And as a moon in Sag, who is a vessel of Pluto, all right, the extreme magic you hold in your soul is going to, with Mars, be directly activated so that you can see more into the meaning of your soul magic, where you're going to know more than ever coming into February how exactly to integrate this creatively more than ever. And as an Aquarius sun, it's going to show you directly who the right friends are who feed your soul and who are the people who cause you to doubt your soul. See, Christian, people don't realize you're a genius for real. So you know how to act like you're oblivious to the fact of people trying to manipulate you. I don't know why they would want to do that, though. It's very subtle. It's not like people are outright like, let me manipulate Christian. But it's like people will talk to you in a certain way that's less than who you are. It's like they'll talk to you like you can't achieve certain things, like, oh, but like it's actually easy for you to achieve. But it's like you'll play dumb and you'll act like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right, I'm crazy. And it's like, bitch, no, I'm not. You know what I mean? So, and you don't have to say that, but this is definitely going to be really cool on that level. Now, on another level, because we're going to have Venus coming out of your third house and coming into your fourth, you're going to begin to integrate the social attitude being unlocked. And the way you're going to be unlocking these relationships is by exposing the people who they're truly meant to be with. A lot of this could be indirect. It's not like you're going to be like, you're truly meant to be with this person. You're truly meant to be with that person. But a lot of your ideas and a lot of what you're communicating with people will show them the way of how personally, you know what I'm saying, you not only direct the people who are meant to be in your corner, but the entire collective. Now, on a whole nother level, this is going to prepare you for Capricorn season, where you complete this integration and you completely transform your behaviors and habits, as this will overcome your doubt, since you're going to begin to see how what you are visualizing in your inner world, because you also have Uranus, whereas the last person, Stomp the Shoes, has Uranus and Neptune on your moon, you have Uranus and Neptune on your sun in Aquarius, which is even crazier. So you're going to start to see how everything you're visualizing affects the rest of the collective real time. And I think this would scare the average person, but it's going to exhilarate you. You're going to have more fun than you've ever had. You're going to be like, oh my God, it actually happened. And it's not that it didn't happen before. It's that reality had to catch up to you, and now it's integrating with you. So you're gonna see how, and it's gonna feel weird, because it's like you're gonna feel like you're at the top of the echelon, and like it's affecting everything, and it's weird. It's like, what? Like, how did I know? It's like you see the future, but you're already in the field. It's weird. All right. So please keep me posted. I'm glad we did that cosmic energy tune-up. That's also going to really come in crazy clutch. All right. Well, looks like that's all the live readings. You guys stay blessed as always. You guys are fucking amazing per usual. Okay. If any one of you would like to order a reading or a consultation, my reports, I have recorded reports where I can record any report for you. Check out my website, thepeaceeater.com. If you would like it 50% off, email me. Any of you who email me tonight, I will give you an exclusive 50% off discount code for you to get $50 reports. They're $100 for 15 minutes. You can get them for $50, or the $200 ones you can get half off for $100 if you want a consultation. You can also get that code too. If I already gave it to you, it still applies. Okay. So you guys stay blessed as always. If you would like, of course, to access this replay, which is timeless, join the subscription. All right. Join Infinity Club rather. And you guys stay blessed as always. And until next time.